Hello and welcome. My name is Seshu and I'm part of Net Experts Academy. This is the continuation of my previous video, guys. So in previous video, what I did, I have set up my ISP. So if you missed that video, you please go and watch that. Then you can able to understand how I set up my ISP network. So in this video, what I'm trying to do, you can see here I have a customer A and I have a customer B. So these two customers, they got the internet connection from their ISP. So this guy, he got the public IP range like 89.98.99.0/28. So which means how many public IPs that he got it. When you say /28, can you please guess and let me know how many public IPs this customer he got it from the service provider. So for that, when you see here /28 is nothing but 28 bits or belongs to a network and remaining bits or belongs to a host. So 28 after that 29, 30, 31 and 32. So there is a total 4 bits or belongs to a host. So if you say 2 power 4 minus 2, which means 16 minus 2, which means total 14. So this customer A, he got total 14 public IPs from their service provider. But why minus 2 here? So minus 2 is nothing but one for network ID, one for broadcast ID. So network ID and broadcast ID, they can't use it to assign as a IP address. That's why we can say minus 2. And whatever IP addresses are remaining, those IP addresses we can call it as a valid IP addresses. So now what I'm trying to do now, what are those valid IP addresses? Can anybody guess on this part? So now what I'm trying to do now, the public IP is how it started 89.98.99.0, right? Then after that 99.1, then after that 99.2, still where is going to continue? Can anybody guess, guys? Can anyone guess? So what will be the next network? So it's very simple, guys. If you know the subnetting, so there is a 4 bits in the last octets or belongs to a network, right? So if you convert those, right? So what are those bits? Which is 128, 64, 32 and 16. What is the last bit? 16, right? And remaining bits, this is 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31 and 32 because last 28 means up to here. So these bits are belongs to a network. So what is the last bit? What is the value of that? It's a 16. So this one, what it will do, guys, the next network which is going to start with 89.98.99.16. That is the next network. And what is the last in the first subnet? What is the last value, which is 99.15? So this is, we can call it as a network ID, and this is, we can call it as a broadcast ID. And in between 99.3, 99.4, 99.5, 99.6 till 99.14 are the valid IP addresses. That's what you remembered, guys. I discussed about it. If you see these 4 octets, I mean these 4 bits are belongs to a host, correct? So if you convert these 4 bits, like it's a 2 power 4 minus 2, 2 power 4 is nothing but 16 minus 2. So you are getting total 16 IP addresses out of 16 minus 2. Why minus 2? One for network ID and one for broadcast ID. And what are the remaining IPs, which is 14. So these 14 are the valid IP addresses. These are this 99.1 to 99.14. So now these many public IPs, we got it. You get my point, guys? So whenever your customer is going to purchase any public IPs from your service provider, and make sure that the service provider will tell you, hey, your public IP address is 99.98.99.0/28. That time what you have to do, you need to calculate this. Then you need to figure it out. Total how many public IPs the customer got it. Then based on that, you can choose how you want it. And service provider most of the time, what he will do, hey, the first public IP that I'm going to configure it from our side, which means they are going to say 99.1. that I'm going to configure it at our side, and you can choose any one of this IP address at your side. But what I'm trying to do, I'm going to configure it here 99.2. I hope you are clear, guys. Yep. And you can see here the customer B, he got the IP address like a 78.87.88.0/30. He got, this is the range that he got it. So here up to 30 bits are belongs to a network. The remaining 2 bits are the host, correct? So if it is a 2 host bits, then what is the value? If it is a 2 host bits, it is a 2 power 2 minus 2. Okay, which means 2 power 2 is nothing but 4 minus 2, which means total 2. So y minus 2, again here, one for network ID and one for broadcast ID. And remaining 2 IP addresses are the valid IPs. And what are those? Then you can write it here. Very simple. So again here, you guys can see here /30, right? In the last octet, how many bits it converted into the network? 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 31 and 32. These two bits are belongs to a host, and these bits are converted into a network. What is the bit values? 128, 64, 32, 16, 8 and 4. Now you can see here the last bit value is 4. So you can see 78.87.88.0 that we are going to start. The next network is going to start with 78.87.88.4. The next network is going to start from 4 plus 4, 8. Again, 8 plus 4, 12. Like that, it's going to start, guys. Now you can see how many IP addresses that I'm going to get here. 78.87.88.1, 88.2, 88.3. So total you can see here, I got total 4 IP addresses, correct? 4 IP addresses. That is starting with 0, ending with 3. The first one we can call it as a network ID, and the last one we can call it as a broadcast ID. And what are the valid IP addresses here? 88.1 and 88.2. These two are the valid IP addresses. You get my point, guys? So in that case, what I'm trying to do here at my router side, that I'm going to configure 88.2 here and 88.1 here, that I'm going to configure. Then after that, I can write one default route towards my service provider. I hope everybody is clear for this. So if you are not clear, you try to see this video multiple times, guys, so that you can able to get exactly what I'm trying to explain. Why? Because whenever you are going to see any enterprise customers, they are going to get the public IP ranges. So some customers, maybe they will get /29. Some customers they will get /26. Some customers they will get /27. Or some customers they will get /25. It's a huge, right? So your job is that you need to identify how many public IPs the customer has it. And based on that, you need to decide how you want to use it. You get my point? So now what I'm trying to do now, quickly, I'm going to show how to configure it. Okay, guys, let's go and see it here. Double click on customer A. This is my customer A and customer B. Just go to customer A. I'm going to configure it here. So I'm going to say conft. Then I'm going to configure interface E0 by 0 IP address 89.98.99.2 255.240. Then after that, no shut. Save this configuration. That's it. Now you can see here, if you type do ping 89.98.99.1, I can able to ping my service provider. So just you can see, I got the reply. Now you can go to the customer B and do the same configuration. So how to do that? Go to the interface E0 by 0 IP address 78.87.88.2 255.255.255.252. Then you can type no shit, say exit. Then after that, do ping 78.87.88.1. I just want to ping to my service provider. You guys can see here, I can able to get the reply. So now, perfectly fine. Now again, if you go to customer A, if you type do show IP route he doesn't have any route inside his routing table, right guys? So now what you are going to do as an administrator, which you are maintaining this customer A network, you need to write one default route from your local router to the service provider. You get my point, guys? This is what most of the administrators are going to do. Now what I'm trying to do, IP route 0.0.0, 89.98.99.1. That's what I'm going to do. Say enter, do right. Then after that you can type do show IP route. Now you can see here there is a default route is added in your routing table. Now you can type do ping 4.2.2. See, I'm getting internet directly from my router. You get my point, guys? Now you can go and do the same thing in customer B as well. So how to write it? You can just write one default route. Before that, verify it. Do show IP route. There is no default route. Now what I'm trying to do now, I'm going to say IP route 0.0.0, 0.0.0, then 78.87.88.1. That's it. Just write one default route. You are not going to maintain the complete routing table, guys. You get my points? Especially in the internet, there is a millions of routes. I can't maintain those routes inside my routing table. That's why I just forward whatever information, whatever request comes to my local network, I just forward to my ISP. That's what I'm going to do here. So that ISP means it's my default route. Now you can type do ping 4.2.2. Congratulations. That's it. You're able to see it. Right, guys? So this is very important that you need to understand. This is what how you are going to configure your public IP pool. But before you are going to configure your public IP pool, make sure that you should know the basics. That's why I always recommend that you try to build a strong knowledge on your basics. Like for example, you can see here 89 dot, I'm sorry for it, 89.98.99.0 slash 38. So you need to know how many public IPs that you are going to get in this subnet. You get my point? And based on that, you need to plan which public IP the customer wants to use it. And here 78.87.88.0 slash 30, right? How many public IPs that you are going to get here. You get my point, guys? And now I just want to give you for you exercise. So you please do it and just comment in my YouTube video so that I can read it and I can able to understand, yes, you are able to get some idea. You get my point? The exercise first one is, let's say you have a public IP range which is 89.98.99.0 slash 26. How many public IPs? In case if it is a slash 27, how many public IPs? In case if it is slash 29, how many public IPs? In case if it is a slash 25, how many public IPs? So please write this and give me update on this part. So definitely guys, if you are going to give me an update, then definitely I'm going to see, and after that I'm going to correct it. In case if you are feeling some doubt and all, I'm going to make a special video especially for subnetting. Okay, then I'm going to talk to you guys. And also if possible, if I get 100 subscribers, and definitely what I'm trying to do, I'm going to take one live class especially for subnetting. Yeah, I hope this has been informative and I would like to thank you for viewing.